Okay, now we will discuss pardoning power of president. Till now we discuss executive power, legislature power, and judiciary power as well as financial power. These four power we discussed till now: legislature, executive, judiciary, and financial power. Now we will discuss pardoning power, which is somewhat related to judicial power only. Okay, what is meant by pardoning means excuse. We say now if we want to hear something once again, if we are in another dimension or another world and faculty is telling something and you didn't listen properly, then you said no, sir, pardon sir. That means excuse. It is a French word, pardon. Okay. So in India also, regarding the punishment which is given by the court, so that punishment can excuse by president as well as the governor. Remember, in India, only president and governor has pardoning power. Only president and governor has pardoning power. But there is a difference between the pardoning power of president as well as the governor. Governor does not have a pardon to the capital punishment. You know capital punishment? Right, hang till death. That is the capital punishment. So governor does not have a power to pardon the capital punishment. Only president is having. And president can pardon the punishment which is given by the martial law also. You know, military court of law we have now, right? So if those court also given the punishment, that punishment also can be pardoned by president. Governor does not have such power. So there is generally a two difference between the pardoning power of president and governor. General, okay, majorly two. Others are also there, but general two. What is that? It is the president who can pardon the capital punishment, and it is the president who can pardon the punishment of military court or martial law court martial. That can be done. Governor does not have. Under Article 72 of Indian Constitution, president is having a pardoning power. Okay, pardon means excuse. Okay, so there are 5 types of pardoning power. What are those? We have a pardon, commutation, remission, respite, and reprieve. So what does it mean? Pardon. In pardon means whole punishment will be excused. Conviction and all those things, that will be excused. For example, a person got a 10 year of imprisonment. All the 10 year will be excused, or the day on which he got the pardon from the president, from that the person will be free. The person will be free from imprisonment. Okay, if a person got death penalty also, okay, if the person got the pardon, then he is free from the death penalty also, free from imprisonment also. Understood? So in pardon, whole punishment or conviction will be pardoned by the president. So that is pardon. Commutation means changing the nature of the punishment. For example, if a person got capital punishment, hang till death, okay, rather than getting the capital punishment, that capital punishment can change to the lifetime imprisonment. Lifetime imprisonment. Here, the conviction is not pardoning. The nature of the punishment is changing. Right. In our example, the nature of punishment from capital punishment, it is changing to the lifetime imprisonment. That is called what? Commutation. Remission means decrease in the tenure of imprisonment. For example, if a person got 10 years of imprisonment and president will issue the remission, so rather than 10 years, it can be reduced to 5 years, or it can reduce to 6 years, or it can reduce to 7 years. Here if you observe in pardon, whole punishment conviction will be excused. Here nature of punishment will change. Here the tenure of punishment will be reduced. Understood the differences? Pardon, whole excuse. Commutation, change the nature of punishment. Remission, reduce the tenure of punishment. Respite. Respite means getting the less punishment in place of original punishment due to special cases. Due to special cases. What are those special cases? Like pregnant woman, mentally disabled person. Is there, right? Actually, if a pregnant woman or mentally disabled person, take an example, if they committed any crime, for that crime punishment is 7 years. So rather than 7 years, they'll get a punishment of 2 years or 3 years because of special condition. That is called what? Respite. Understood everyone? Pardon means complete excuse of the punishment. Commutation means changing the nature of the punishment. Then remission means reducing the tenure. Respite means getting the less punishment in place of original punishment due to the special condition. Reprieve. What is meant by reprieve? Okay. Reprieve means what I can say, halting the execution of the punishment. Okay, halting the execution of punishment. Now take an example. Mr. R, okay, got the penalty of capital punishment, death penalty, he got it. And on 15th, the death penalty will be given to him. 15th, this of this month 15th, he is going to get a death penalty, hanged till death. But what? He requested to the president, and president will issue the reprieve. That means his punishment will be postponed. His punishment will be postponed. Rather than 15, he will get another date. Okay, will be given by the president only. So with that one, he can try this thing: pardon, commutation, remission, and not respite, till remission it can be there. Understood? So reprieve is nothing but postponing the execution of the punishment. Okay, that is reprieve. Understood? Pardon, complete excuse. Commutation, changing the nature. Remission, decrease the tenure. Respite, getting the less punishment in place of original punishment. Reprieve, postponing the execution of the punishment. Understood? So these are the 5 pardoning power of both president as well as the governor. In India, president and governor both have pardoning power. Then we have one case, that is, okay, Epuru Sudhakar case. So in Epuru Sudhakar case, Supreme Court ruled that president, the pardoning power of the president is under the judicial review. Under judicial review, and president should use the pardoning power on a logical basis, not arbitrary basis. Logical basis, not arbitrary basis, or not with the political pressure. Generally, what is the procedure means, we have Home Minister, right? Home Minister will give advice to the president regarding the execution of pardoning power. We already discussed the president, executive power in the hands of president or in the name of president only. But real executives are Council of Minister and Prime Minister. He is just a nominal executive, president, right? So in general case, Home Minister will give recommendation to the president for the permit. So Home Minister, due to the political interest, he can tell president to misuse the pardoning power. There is a possibility, right? So Supreme Court says that there is no such thing. Okay, president cannot use the arbitrary pardoning power. Okay, president should use his or her pardoning power according to the logical base, not from any political pressure or mala-fide. Mala-fide means bad faith. Understood? So that was the judgment of Supreme Court. That means even the pardoning power of the president comes under the judicial review. Understood? So this is about pardoning power of president. Okay. Then we have a diplomatic power. President is also having diplomatic power. You know already diplomats, foreign diplomats we have. Now we have IFS cadre, we have Indian Foreign Services. Right. So what is the diplomatic power of the president? Any international treaty or agreement. Any international treaty or agreement that will be negotiated or concluded in the name of President of India. For take an example, our Prime Minister, recently he came back from many foreign countries like Japan, China, right? Okay, before that he was in Namibia and all those things. There he concluded some treaties or agreement. So those treaties or agreements, those are international treaty or agreement, that will be in the name of President only. Understood? So any international treaty or agreement will be in the name of President. But however, those has to agreed by the parliament. Those has to give agreed approval from the parliament. Okay, anyway, so president also represent India in international forums. Okay, because president is the first citizen of India, so obviously he will represent the India in international forums. Apart from that, okay, you know, foreign ambassadors, foreign service officers we have, like we have Jai Shankar sir, ex-IFS officer, now is a MEA, Ministry of External Affairs, right? So who will appoint foreign ambassadors? President of India. It is the President of India who will appoint the foreign diplomats like ambassador, high commissioner or other foreign officers. Okay, foreign service officers. President will appoint, President will send the message to them, and President will receive the message from them. You understood? President will appoint them, President will send the message to them, and President will receive the message from them. So that is the military power of, diplomatic power of President of India. Understood? Pardoning power understood? Okay. Military power, this one. Diplomatic power, not military power. Okay. You know, in the military we have three things: Army, Navy, Air Force, as well as ICG, Indian Coastal Guard. We have head of Army, we have a head of Navy, and we have a head of Air Force. But who is the Supreme Commander in Chief? Okay, it is the President, who is the Supreme Commander in Chief of Defence Force of India. Okay, so who is the Supreme Commander in Chief of this one? Defence Force of India means it is a President. On that capacity, or in that capacity, President of India will appoint the head of Army, head of Navy, and head of Air Force, because President is the Supreme Commander in Chief. You understood? Simple, yaar. See, President will appoint the head of Navy, Army, and Air Force. Why? Because he is the Supreme Commander in Chief. Now you understood? Okay. So generally, who is the Supreme Commander in Chief means it is the President of India, and in that capacity he will appoint the Chief of Army, Chief of Navy, or Chief of Air Force, and it is the President who can declare the war or conclude the peace with other country. If suppose India declare war with Pakistan today, who will declare the war? President. President will declare the war. Or if India is concluded any peace treaty with other country, that will also declare by whom? President, but subject to approval of Parliament. Parliament has to approve any war declaration or any peace declaration. If Parliament approve, then only President will declare. Otherwise, President won't have a power to declare. President does not have a power to declare, arbitrary power, does not have an arbitrary power to declare the war. That means President, he or she himself cannot declare the war with other country, or cannot declare the peace with other country. It is subjected to the approval of Parliament. Understood? So this is about military power of President. Okay.